Hey y'all, welcome back to Mamas at Home. So today I am in my bathroom. This is gonna be my very first lock video. Wow, I can't believe I'm making these. I've watched lock videos for years. I'm actually making one. Wow, life comes at you fast. I'm excited. So I'm getting ready to get out of this hair wrap because when I take it off, everything's gonna be sticking up. And you know, I'm going to pride myself for vulnerability on this channel, but we're not being that vulnerable yet. What y'all won't do is see that. So I'm about to take this off, tame it, and then come back because I have to show you what it looks like pre-wash, post-wash, post-retwist. We're gonna talk about how I started them, how far along I am into my journey. We're also gonna talk about my very first lock journey because this is my second one. We got a lot to discuss, so I'm gonna get out of this hair wrap and I'll be right back. Bye. My black is beautiful, right? Okay, okay. Why every time you take a hair wrap off, it be itching like crazy. So this is what we have. I am 9 months into this lock journey. Hold on, wait, this is the front. Go out to the back because I know they be doing this on their channel, so they always gotta do this. I am 9 months in. I started my locks with comb coils. So before we get into this set, let's talk about the first one. So my very first lock journey, I locked in May of 2019. I locked with 2-strand twists, and I was locked for about 4 years. So my first lock journey was interesting. I had no idea what to expect. I went through it with that set of locks because I wasn't used to it. I wasn't comfortable with my face. I wasn't comfortable with my hair. I felt like I looked like buckwheat or Chief Keef. I was looking like everybody other than Tierra at the time, and I wasn't comfortable with it. So I was kind of miserable for like the first maybe 2 years. Now, when I first started my first journey, I always had my head under the water. I was spraying it with salt water. I was doing any and everything to get it to lock as quickly as I could. But at some point, your girl started to slowly turn into a swan. I was blossoming. I was blooming. It hit my shoulders. Then when I put in a ponytail, I lost my absolute mind. They were pretty. They were thick. Now, when I started them, I started my locks myself. Nobody's hands have ever been in my head other than mine. My first set of locks, I ended up rushing through the end of it. So you could tell throughout my journey that some of my locks were considerably thicker than others. I wasn't able to take as much time into it, couldn't put as much time into it. And I always said, if I could start over again, I would have changed the way I did my parts. I would have taken more of my time and I would have comb coiled. Because in my particular opinion, when you 2-strand twist, your hair takes twice as long to lock. This set, we're speeding through. I'm actually surprised, in my opinion, that it looks as locked as it does already. But the first set definitely took a while. So why did I end up getting rid of my first set of locks? So I had been through a lot of trauma with those locks. I got divorced in those locks. I lost my father in those locks, and I felt like I always heard that you store memories in your hair, and I really felt like I had to get rid of them because I felt like I was being weighed down and I couldn't escape it. So kind of had a quarter life crisis, and I decided I wanted to start over. So I cut about a third of them off. I cut to maybe like up here, and then I just combed the rest of them out. Still had a considerable amount of length, but I was able to cut what I felt like the majority of the trauma was, in addition to the fact that, well, I had interlocked my hair a few times, and I was under the impression that once you interlock them, you cannot comb your locks out. But I found out after I cut them off that that was not exactly the case. But you know what? The Father works in mysterious ways. So here we are. I went maybe 2.5 months as a loose natural. Loved it. It was cute. It was popping. But I felt like it was time for me to return home. So I decided to restart my journey. Now, I restarted them twice. I restarted them the first time, wasn't really feeling it, kind of was second guessing my part choices. So I took them out and then I tried again. I was able to take my time in the mirror and do them exactly the way that I wanted them. And I think I have, as of now, maybe like 105 locks. What's interesting to me though, what's interesting is I was under the impression that 2-strand twist locks are thicker than comb coil locks. However, my first set of locks, I had about 80 something. I have 105, and for whatever reason, these seem to be so much thicker than my first set. I don't understand the science behind it. I don't know if I ended up having more hair, maybe it healed or it got thicker. I don't know, but I have more locks, and my locks are actually thicker this time than last. So yeah, at 9 months in, this is what we got going on. I had retwisted them maybe a little over a month ago, but I went on vacation and I was swimming. I was in that pool. Anytime I had the opportunity to be in a pool, I was pretty much swimming, and it tore my little retwist up. So it's time for a new one. Again, I retwisted myself. What am I going to be using? I will show you because I'm helpful like that. So to wash, I'm using the Melanin brand, my shampoo, which I'm almost out. I need to go get some more. This is the one. This is the one. I'll link it down below. And then I'm also using the leave-in conditioner. I've always been really low maintenance when it comes to products and things. I'm just not a have to have every single product person, but the things I try, I will let y'all know. So yeah, this is what I'm washing and conditioning with. And then the oils, I'm going to be using Tgin's tea tree and olive oil, detoxifying hair and scalp serum. This stuff smells delectable. And then I'm going in with, let me just say, I repurposed this bottle. This is actually, I want to say it's castor oil. No, it's black seed oil, and then I put a little bit of castor oil in it. And then I'm also using Loc Journey's passion fruit moisturizing spray. And honestly, that's it. I'm a simple girl, and I'm about to retwist with this oil. I was using, hold on, let me grab it. I was using Loc Twist Braids Wave Edge Gel Extra Hold. I love the way this twisted my locks. But what I noticed is, and this is probably, because this is all natural, this is probably nothing against Loc-In. I don't even know if Loc-In is a problem. It just might be my skin that's the problem. But I noticed that around my edges, my skin would like peel a little bit, like a faint little peel. It would just get weird right around here. My hair was fine. It felt nice and moisturized, but I don't like what it does to my face. What I will do, because my daughter has locks too, I will twist my daughter's locks and test hers out and see how she does with it. But I personally just think it was a me problem. I know the reviews are raving. I really don't hear any complaints other than the price point, but honestly, I think it's worth it. It does not stretch far. So I'm not one of those people who, when I have a negative experience with a product, I automatically blame the product itself. I cannot say that this is the blame, because that is probably just a me issue. So I decided to try twisting with just olive oil, or just oil in general, and I was surprised at the hold, how my hair felt. I didn't have any issues, so I'll probably just keep retwisting my hair with oil, and that's it. In the future, I might do some videos about me traction alopecia and locks. No, I'm not going to show y'all because I'm not comfortable doing that just yet, but I do have traction alopecia on both of my sides, which is, I've had it since I was maybe about 8 or 9 years old, and I'm just kind of learning to live with it. But here soon, I do want to try some tests to see if I can reverse it, because I've heard that you can and I heard that you can, but that's a whole different conversation. We'll talk about that later. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and wash it, because, you know, once you wash it, you can really see how long your stuff is. So I can't wait to put my head under some water, and then I'll be back to show you guys what we're working with post-wash. Okay. All right. I am back, and we are washed, still wet a little bit. I don't completely dry it out, of course. So here's what we got. Nice head of clean locks. Now, my routine from this point is fairly simple. Honestly, I'm just about to use my softening and moisturizing daily spray real quick. I actually combined what was left in here because I used the rose water one a lot. So this is rose water and peppermint, and this is passion fruit. So what I did was I took a little bit of rose water and peppermint that was left, and I just poured it in here and just combined them. So normally most days, if I'm not using this now, I'll go in with just some water and spritz it. I typically would spray it most days. If I'm not spraying it, I would just run my hair under the shower because I like for it to be wet, especially now that it's getting warm. I personally believe that my hair is like a little plant, and I like to water it and take care of it because that's my business. So I'm just gonna do a quick little moisturizing spritz. Nothing too crazy because it's already wet. I just want to make sure that I trap as much moisture in as possible when I go in with my oil. And of course, you want to go like liquidy moisturizers and then your actual moisturizers. And then last, you always go in with your oil at the end to trap in all that moisture. Do not put the oil on first, because at that point the oil is blocking you being able to properly moisturize your hair. I learned that on YouTube and I was doing it backwards for a while, but we live and we learn. And then quite simply, I'm just going in with my leave-in conditioner. I don't do a lot. There's never any buildup from this, because I believe this one is also all natural, nothing crazy in it. So I just get it in there real good, making sure that it's evenly distributed into all of my locks before I add my oil in. Now in this case, since now that I'm thinking about it, since I'm going to be locking with oil, I probably won't even add any oil in now, so it's getting ready to go in my hair anyway. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and finish getting it moisturized. Honestly, it's just that simple. That's one thing I love about loc. It's low maintenance. Yeah, it may take me a little while to retwist it. It may take me about 2 hours to retwist it, but after that, I don't have to do nothing else but just make sure I keep it moisturized and oiled. And we all know when you're a loose natural, because I had 4C hair, your girl was putting in a full-time shift to detangle that hair every day, to make sure I'm twisting it, or all the things that goes into it. Granted, it is a beautiful process, but it's not one that I have time for. So this works a lot better for me. I'm about to finish getting this worked in, and then I'll show you guys what we got, and I'm gonna go retwist it, probably watch the kids play the game while I retwist it. But yeah, I'll be back. And we are done. Let me go ahead and take these out. I had to clean out my eyebrows a little bit and they was in the way. Okay, so get closer. This is my little retwist. I hate it when they stick out like that, but it's par for the course. This is my little retwist. Turn around. I don't know what y'all can see and what y'all can't, but this is where we are. 9 months. I'm probably going to, because I'm not sleeping in these tonight, I'm going to blow dry my hair dry and then take them out and then just wrap it up in a scarf. But yeah, it took me a little longer than I planned on it because I started not feeling very well. My stomach is kind of bothering me and I was procrastinating. So it took me probably around 3.5, 4 hours. Or normally if I just focus and get it done, it would have easily taken me 2. But here is my little retwist, my little babies. So yeah, I'm gonna dry them, take them out, and then that's gonna be a wrap, guys. Okay, I'm back. So I ended up leaving my clips in for a couple hours, taking them out, putting a scarf on, and going to bed. I was beat, I was tired, and I knew that they were set enough to where they would just dry overnight. So here's my little retwist. Here's my little thing. This is what the back look like. They're getting thick. So what I did, and everyone does not do this, but I will go ahead and do this. The ends, when you get those little balls and things, I cut mine off. I just get rid of them. Some people will let them stay until they mold into the loc. I'm not. No, I get rid of them. But yeah, I feel like new money. I feel brand new. You know, you get your hair done and your eyebrows look cleaned up. You feel like a whole different person. I feel like somebody else today. So yeah, that's it. I'll probably be back. I'll do once a month. Like I'll do my 10-month update, 11, 12, all the things. But yeah, honestly, I'm good to go for the day. Now, I will say this. So I don't like super neat, super tight retwists for me. I like how they look on other people. I don't like how they look on me. I'm not even a huge fan of this. I like it after maybe about 4 or 5 days. It's a certain look that it gets. If you you know what I mean. I don't like the brand new fresh retwist look. I feel like they be flat. I like it when they have a little body, because after those couple days they start to come out, and that's when your girl start feeling herself a little bit. But yeah, this is my 9-month lock update so far with comb coils. Did it myself, retwisted myself. At some point, maybe I'll allow a loctician to put her beautiful hands in my head, but for now, I'm good, because I don't like them being over twisted. I don't like things being too tight. I don't like the pulling, especially as somebody with traction alopecia who's already trying to bring some dead hair follicles back to life. Hopefully it's possible. I don't like people in my head. So it's just me for now, but that is all. If you guys have any lock questions, any suggestions of something you would like to see, I will definitely do that. I will also be bringing y'all some lock head wrap styles here soon, because your girl love her a head wrap, especially when it's time for a retwist. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.